Chris Ockley, Missouri track fanatic and running junkie, on the phone with Taylor Werner, the St. Gen grad and high school All-American who's now in her first year at Arkansas and getting ready to run her first NCAA championships. And Taylor, what's the transition been like? Obviously, you were kind of hurt into your high school career, and now you're going to, you've got a college, academic load, and you're training with girls that are just as talented as you. And just tell me how the transition to college has been.
Oh, it's been really good, actually. I think at first it was a little rocky. Again, I was injured in track, so I had to take time off till about July, and then I started running again. And so that's what our coach kind of described it as. I was a month behind, and so coming in, it was a little rough. I couldn't keep up on a lot of the workouts, and it was so different from high school. I picked that team rather than, just grew up with it. So it was really intimidating running with those girls, but you learn quick. And I think overall, after a few weeks, it got better and better. And then I noticed I started pushing a lot harder, and a lot of the other girls did too. And we're just making ourselves a lot more better, and it's great.
Sure. Was it weird that first meet in California, the UC Riverside meet, that you ran in the open race and won the open race instead of being with your top team and running? Was that a little bit of a weird experience for you?
Yeah, well, that was kind of the whole point too, because prior to that, that's kind of when I was having rocky workouts. I would have one good one where I'd keep up just fine, and then I would have another one where it was just not a disaster, but not near to what I'm used to. And so he kind of put me in that 5K to kind of get away from the top team. And but I mean, we still had girls in that race that we have girls that were in that race that are on our top 7 right now. And so we went out, and it felt great. And I crossed the line, almost got a 5K PR, and I had no idea I was going that fast. And so my coach kind of pulled me aside afterwards, and he's like, "See, you're fine, you're in shape, you're ready to go." And after that, things just smoothed out a lot better, and I had a lot more confidence going in. So
right.
I think that was kind of the whole point of separating us, just to get that race feel back and kind of realize where we're at all together.
Sure. A couple weeks later, you were 5th at Chili Pepper, and the second woman on the team that you got the win at the home meet. I'm sure that had to give you confidence that, hey, yeah, I'm back. I'm one of the top women on this team. It's one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, definitely. Prior to that race, I didn't know what number on the team I was yet. So for me to be second on the team, that was a big goal. It was a great feeling, and what was even better was I think we had 9 girls break 17 in that race. So that was really big. We were all super excited about that because I think a lot of people didn't know how good we would be since we lost Dom last year. But, for us to be able to come back and be a pretty strong team still, it's really exciting, and we can't wait to see how we do this weekend.
Right. And a couple weeks later, then you go to pre-nationals, and you guys finished 5th as a team overall in that super loaded field, and you were 27th overall, and you got your first race at Terre Haute for the first time in college. Any I assume that just continued to build the confidence in you and your team?
Yeah, pre-nats was kind of odd, I guess, because I know it was, I had ran a 6K freshman year in high school, but I haven't ran one since. And so that was my first 6K. And actually, a lot of the girls hadn't ran a 6K in a very long time either. So it was kind of more of a learning experience rather than, let's see what we can do right now. So we were really happy with that. And now that we know what the course is like, what it's like to run a 6K, we've ran it several times now. Now we know what we can fix, and so pre-nats was definitely a good race to go to, and we just now we know we learned a lot, so hopefully it goes better than than it did at pre-nat.
Sure, sure. And then you guys get to stay home for the next month. You got to host SECs in South Central region, and I think did you get the last all conference spot at 15th? I mean, I'm sure you were probably hoping for more, but I think you were 6th on the team. But you guys ended up dominating as usual in the SEC and won another team title. Tell me about the SECs at home.
SECs was kind of a rough one for me, but a lot of the girls on the team did really good. I don't know exactly what went wrong. I know I didn't get much sleep that week because I had a few tests, and so I think that, and I think I put a little too much pressure on myself. I think overall it just wasn't a good race on my part. Yeah, the team did so good. And that's kind of one of the things I love about this team is I know if I go out and try and do something and it doesn't work, or if another girl is having a bad day, or just any one of us isn't doing our best, there's this pack of us. It's not like we're all separated. So I know that whatever I do, I can count on them to kind of take my place, or we just have a pack, and it's so nice. It's so reassuring. But yeah, SEC is a little rough. I don't think an SEC is a good top 15. I think it's just the top 14 that get all SEC. So I think I missed out on that one. But that's okay. It really motivates me now. But yeah, as a team, it was really exciting to win that one.
Yeah, and then you were home 2 weeks later for the South Central Regional, and you were 5th overall. And you guys won that easily, and second on the team, and feel like you were back into where you should be after last week.
Yeah, it was really reassuring. Our coach kind of told us ahead of time. He's like, Baylor is probably going to be your biggest competition this one. So what he wanted us to do was just kind of relax in this race. And then, halfway through the race, he was going to kind of see where everyone was at. And at that point, kind of tell us, like, okay, you need to go all out, or, we can kind of just relax and just make it through the nationals. We weren't really worried about how fast or how hard we were going just to make it through, because, nationals was a week later. But, so he told me and a couple other girls to pack run. The other 3 girls to also pack run, either stay with us or form their own pack. And then, of course, our number 1 girl, Devin Clark, he wanted her to try and go out and win, just to kind of get in front of the first couple Baylor girls. And so we went out as a pack, and I think all 6 of us were all kind of there together, too, for most of the race. And then about 4K, we had 1 girl who was feeling it, so she surged past us, and I went with her, and I don't know, I felt really relaxed, and I just kept that pace, and eventually, when I crossed the line, I ran 30 seconds faster than I did at SECs, and it was so much easier to do that, and it was just a really relaxed race, so I think I learned a lot from that, too, and knowing that I can't put that much pressure on myself, and I just trust my abilities. So yeah, the South Central Region race was really cool, and we were super excited that we won it and got to make it through the nationals.
Right. What's it like now? It obviously is very different now every day in training and practice that, you're not the best one there and you're not training with the guys on the team. What's it like to have super talented, obviously you had some talent around you at St. Gen, but now to, not be the best one there and practice every day, people, having other women around you to push you. What's that like?
It's really good. I thought, at first, when I first got there, I think it was kind of rough because I just lost a lot of confidence because I thought they were all better than me, especially coming in injured. That was really hard. But now that we're all in shape and we're all training together, it's just so much better. I mean, we're always pushing each other, but the thing is we're not. Yeah, we're all competing for a top 7 spot, and we're all trying to be the best on the team, but it's not super competitive. We're really close as a team, and so it's nice going into a workout, and if someone starts dropping off, we're immediately encouraging everybody. It's just a great atmosphere, and I think overall we just push each other, and it's not because we want to be in front of someone. It's because we want to make the team better. And so, yeah, it's a lot better. I really love it.
Tell me, what are the goals? I think right now you're ranked 9th nationally, but of course anything can happen in nationals. What are the goals as you head into nationals?
So, I mean, obviously a podium finish would be the ultimate goal. But we're just kind of, we don't know what to really expect. I think at pre-nats we all got out a little too fast. And so I think this time we're going to, start out a little bit slower, but, not too slow. We don't want to get way back. But just go more controlled in the first half. I think that was one of the things that really set us apart at South Central from our SEC meet, is because we all went out a lot slower than we did at SECs, and we all ended up running the same time or faster when we were going relaxed. Like that's the thing. Like, so we know that we can do a lot better if we kind of go controlled the first half and then start kicking it in. So I don't know. We're anxious to see kind of how the race plays out. But we're just going to try and pull each other along. Pack running would be awesome. That might not happen because of all the people there, but we're just going to kind of see. And from there, we can kind of learn from what we did, and then next year, hopefully, improve on that.
What about you individually? You talked to Coach? Are you shooting for top 70 or 80 or top 50, or are you just going to see where you're at and hopefully maybe sneak into that top 40 and be All-American?
Well, top 40 would be ideal. But yeah, again, we're just going to kind of see. I'm anxious to see how I feel. If I feel anything like I did at SEC, it's not going to go very good. But based on the regional race, I think if I do the same thing, it's just kind of go out slower and just not put too much pressure on myself. I think as the race plays on, I just, keep moving up, just try to keep passing here and there, and hopefully that kind of propels me to the top 40. I don't know.
Sure.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, finally, how are you feeling as you head into nationals, and what do you need to do or focus on to have a successful day Saturday? Is it just trying to let your mind relax and when the moves start it's time to move, or what are you thinking or concentrating as you go into Saturday?
I think again it's just not putting too much pressure on myself. I think we're all a little on edge, but I mean ultimately we know this is just another race, and that we've been doing this all season. So I think just knowing that I got a team behind me, knowing that what we've done in workouts, just everything this whole season, I know has prepared me for this race. And so I think the ultimate goal is just have no fear going onto the line, and just running like I always have, just kind of letting the race play out. And I have faith in myself, knowing that whatever happens, I can trust myself to know what to do. And same with the other girls. I can trust them. They can trust me. So, I don't know. It's going to be a fun one, and we're really excited.
And one last question to sneak in there, but what's it like? I think she's still training down in Fayetteville, but with Coach. But what's it like getting to meet and be around with Dominic Scott Eford, the national champion and South African Olympian?
Oh, yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, she trains with us a lot. She's always there. It's just cool seeing, kind of the example that she sets, because we all have the same coach. She does all the same workouts, so it's nice knowing that, seeing how good she is, we all can be that way too, because, we're under the same program, doing the same workouts. It's the same everything. It's not like she's going out and doing something completely different. So I think it's a lot more encouraging knowing, we could all potentially be at that level too. And so, but yeah, she sets a really good example, and yeah, it's really cool to meet her and stuff too.
Yeah. Well, congrats on the season so far, and good luck Saturday. Hopefully, it'll be one that that goes well and that you're really happy with for you and the team.